One of the most picturesque campuses in all of the country, Oxford, Ohio, Fred C. Yeager Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Miami University Red Hawks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Rockets head coach before the game. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with the 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Red Hawks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rockets offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
Steady. I think that's the one thing the coach has been talking about with this running back all year long. Each and every week, this guy has been stepping up, and he's being a leader by the way he is in the locker room, on the practice field, and on game day. And I think you saw a fantastic performance the last time out. This team is winning games. They're in a good rhythm right now, in large part because of how well this guy's toting the rock.
And I think it's the identity of this team, right? Like, you can feel it. It's him. He is the identity. He's the heartbeat. He's the pulse. He's the consistent part that they really depend on. Like, no matter what the environment is throughout the season, they know they can lean on him. And the consistency has been there. So this offense goes through him. Look forward to watching him today against a pretty good defense.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Let's talk for a second about Toledo. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Rides to the back. Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rockets. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Miami, Ohio's offense will now get its first chance with the football. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sims. Flying down the left side. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Extra point here will tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rockets offense is back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the move. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Making the adjustment on the play. On play action. Throwing right. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Lets it fly. Out wide left, it's Smith. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Rockets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Second down, gonna throw it. He caught it. can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Touchdown, Toledo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. From inside the 10, here he comes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Handed to the back. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Drives inside. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Rockets getting set on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. On the move. He'll pull it down. He's inside the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rockets!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gets rid of it.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback changing the play. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Jackson. Touchdown, Redhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the 10, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Toledo.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Heaves it on the run. Goes high to pull it in. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 6 team, the UCF Knights. And it's West Virginia with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Oxford. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weeb Eubank Way.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coming out of the locker room, Coach Martin told me the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. Second down to the air. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Hauls it in. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Red Hawks have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Good job just to get rid of that one.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Rush is on. Upstairs to make the catch. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Red Hawks look to keep this drive humming. They're going to run it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Toledo sideline, one of the evolving storylines down here is the play of their wide receiver who is having a breakout game. They weren't sure that he would be the star today. He's kind of down in the rotation, but he is showing that he is a go-to guy right now, and the quarterback is leaning on him. He's been productive and electric so far in this game. I expect they will continue to get him some downfield targets. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Still looking. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. The Rockets line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Snags it quickly on the left. Crosses the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Into the third quarter of this edition of Midweek Action, it's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Red Hawks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo going.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his man on the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's changing the play. Churns into the pile. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Give to the back. Got enough for the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Now they're going to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Ready, go! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Right side, it's Williams. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They march 72 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. Drops back on first down. It's complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Great place to start for this offense. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires left side, it's Smith. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Driven back.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab on the left side. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.